Seasonal small plates in Palo Alto.
I wish I had it in front of me right now.
Pub classics on tap in Oakland.
I really like the Retroburger, kind of a perfect burger.
And rockin' sushi rolls in Berkeley.
It's just absolutely to die for.
Just ahead on Check Please Bay Area.
This is the vibe. I'm enjoying the music. I'm enjoying the conversation.
Life is good.
Feel. Life is
good. Hi, I'm Leslie Zabracco. Welcome to Check Please Bay Area, the show where Bay Area residents review and talk about their favorite restaurants. Now we have 3 guests, and each one recommends one of their favorite spots, and the other 2 go check them out to see what they think. Joining me at the Check Please table today are tattoo artist Jason Stein, project manager Eddie Ng, and data analyst and model Imani Isles. Welcome, everyone. You ready for our fun show?
Yes, can't wait.
We kick things off with Eddie's pick, offering an elevated yet approachable menu of shareable plates in a hip, modern space. It's the perfect place to throw a dinner party for his friends, minus the cleanup. Located in downtown Palo Alto, it's Ethel's Fancy.
At Ethel's Fancy, we wanted to keep it fun. It's very evident when you walk in here that there's a lot of energy going on. Open kitchen and an open fire and great hospitality.
Alrighty guys, here we got the miso marinated cucumbers, Asian cinco pears.
This is a very personal restaurant named after my grandmother, my mom. I'm originally from Hawaii, born and raised on Maui. Because Hawaii is such a melting pot of different cultures, we take a lot of inspiration from different cuisines. Being Japanese American, I definitely wanted to introduce a little bit of that into my cooking. Most of my training has been in French and Italian, but it's hard not to get influenced by the things that I grew up eating and I love to eat. I always had a deep love for cooking, growing up with my mom and my grandmother. There's one dish in particular that we do. It's a kampachi crudo, inspired by a Japanese senbei recipe that my mom used to make. We do it on a little yakitori cracker, a lot of textures going on.
It's amazing. So good.
Growing up, I loved barbecues outside, and Japanese yakitori is like one of my favorite things to eat. We grill over wood and benchotan, which is Japanese charcoal, to impart that nice smoky flavor to everything. Another aspect I really wanted for the restaurant was having soft serve, because I love soft serve. We're constantly changing those flavors up, and we pair it with fresh fruit in season.
This is a black sesame crumble, frozen raspberries.
While we take the food and the drinks very seriously, we don't try to take ourselves seriously. We want it to be a really fun and interactive space. You see that nod from people, and you know that they're having a good time.
All right, Eddie, Ethel's Fancy sounds like such a unique spot.
Yeah, I highly recommend you come here with a lot of people, at least 4, just so you can try everything and share it.
And what do you usually start with?
When you open with getting the bread, it's this milk bread. It's nice and golden on top, super piping warm, and they have this beautiful dab of butter or some sea salt that you could put on top of it. Honestly, you don't need it.
We also started with the bread, and that bread is, I've had milk bread other places before. This was definitely something special.
Yeah, it just kind of melts in your mouth. I mean, it was super soft, and I think there was black sesame seeds like sprinkled on top of it. I mean, Ethel's Fancy, like, yes she is. Like, Ethel's Fancy.
Yeah.
It was very nice.
All right, so after the rolls, where do you head on the menu?
The menu is always constantly changing with the season, but if they do have it, you should get the hand-cut beef tartare.
So good.
There's like kind of a soy saucy umami essence to it. There was like a cracker that came with it that you could get that crunchy textures you needed, contrasting with like the soft tenderness of the meat. Just think about right now, like I wish I had it in front of me right now.
And the soft
Yeah,
boiled
I can
egg.
taste it the way that you're describing it.
Yes. Oh, the
that
egg?
soy egg that it comes with.
Yes. Oh,
So
the egg
good.
was.
You got this as well?
Yeah, it was amazing. Probably one of the best tartares I've had. I mean,
Yes.
so good. We ordered the sesame pancake, which was really great. The pancake itself is almost like a mochi, sort of chewy kind of thing with great sesame flavor. And then it came with this sauce that was sort of the star of it. It was a whipped cream with a smoked fish in it. It also had an avocado, which seems like it would be overkill on the creamy whatever, but all the flavors complemented each other perfectly.
Imani's shaking her head.
I mean, it was sensational. I also had the pancakes, and they're small. They're a little more dense than you think they would be. That chili on the side really complemented it. It wasn't an overwhelming heat. I think it paired very nicely with the fish and the texture of the pancakes.
Did anyone get the pork belly?
No.
I did.
Nobody? Oh.
I know, I did.
Okay.
I got the crispy.
You did?
I think I got the
Oh,
crispy pork belly.
Yeah.
I don't. So I traditionally don't eat beef or pork, but I got this, for the sake of
Sure.
the experience.
Yeah.
For
research purposes.
I did, yes, for science only.
Yeah.
And it was delicious. It was crispy. It was savory.
Same, yeah. It was just like crispy on the outside, but just kind of pillowy on the inside. With I think it had a miso hazelnut, and then that little bit of citrus on top, and a radish. So if you ate the whole thing in one bite, it almost tasted like an Asian al pastor or something. It had that sort of sharpness
comparison.
from the citrus.
Okay.
And yeah, it was it's just so good.
I tried the charcoal grilled prawns, and this was a standout dish for me. They're surrounded by this myriad of pumpkin seeds and sesame seeds. They're drenched in this garlic sauce. The shell is kept on, and I just love a crunch of a shrimp.
Right.
These are something that I kept to myself. I did not share. They were absolutely sensational. I would go back again just for the charcoal grilled prawns.
Did you eat the heads?
I did eat the heads.
You gotta eat the heads.
Mandatory to eat the heads.
Yes.
I was sitting at the chef's counter. They've got the wood-fired oven behind the counter. It seems like almost every dish was touched by that fire at some point. We got the prawns as well, and watching those prawns go in, you just knew they were going to be good.
For the large plate, we got the sirloin,
Oh,
and it
yes.
was in this wine reduction, like this sauce. It was very thick. It was very good. And then it was topped with carrots, like these glazed, crunchy carrots. Phenomenal. I would eat that 2 times over again. I loved it so much.
Did you have any of the larger plates?
Yeah, we had the pork chop, and it was delicious. It was smoky, tender, flavorful, savory. All the sides that were on it were great, complemented it perfectly. And speaking as to sort of the way things were plated, everything there was plated so beautifully.
It was an art form.
Yeah.
It was very artistic.
Have you had that dish before?
I have not had those dishes because they constantly change, and maybe next time I go, I'll get it. But every time I see something new, I'm very drawn to it.
Right.
I like that there's seasonality to the restaurant. I think that means that they're using fresh ingredients. They're using ingredients that are available at the time,
And did you wash it down with anything?
The cocktail menu is changing all the time. One drink that I really like to get that they had recently was the Fairfax. It was a really nice, stiff drink made with rye and some bitters. It really showcased the nuances in the rye.
Yeah, I had the Cloud of Joy, which was a mezcal cocktail with pineapple and then an egg white. So it was almost like a pisco sour, really light, bright, acidic from the pineapple, not too sweet, just a really well-balanced cocktail. It's great.
I ordered the Gold Digger, and don't read into that too much. I very much like lemon and grapefruit, and this cocktail was very citrus forward. It's a vodka-based cocktail, so it hits you in the back of the gums a little bit, and it was a great time.
All right.
Well,
and you had to, of course, get dessert.
Yes, of course, have to.
Yeah.
The one that we tried this time that was new for us was their chocolate tart. So it had a really nice dark chocolate color to it. Nice crust on the bottom, and when you broke into it, it was so soft and delicate. But it wasn't too sweet, wasn't too salty, it was just the right bite. And they always say you should get the soft serve.
I got the soft serve.
Okay.
We got the soft serve.
Okay,
Nice
nice.
soft serve.
Fantastic.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, I loved it. I mean, I'm a sucker for a black sesame anything.
It was topped with raspberry, so it had this juxtaposition of citrus as well as savory elements, and it just melted in your mouth as it should. It was delicious.
It was just such a perfect texture, just silky and fluffy. It was very good.
And what did you think in terms of value?
It's not cheap, but I feel like for what you get, it's a great value. I mean, just that whole experience, it seems appropriately priced, or possibly even less than it should be for something like that.
I very much enjoyed the environment. Everybody was very attentive as well. They're how are you enjoying things? Making sure that we were comfortable. So I really appreciated that.
It felt like fine dining in a way.
Right.
Absolutely.
But not a fine dining price tag.
It's a dinner party that you don't have to clean up.
Exactly.
All right, if you would like to try Ethel's Fancy, it's located on Waverly Street in Palo Alto, and the average tab per person without drinks is around $80. Jason's keeping it casual with his favorite place to kick back with a burger and a brew. His only challenge? Deciding which craft beer to choose of the more than 20 on tap year-round. Located in Oakland's Piedmont Avenue neighborhood, it's Cato's Ale House.
People are very intrigued by Cato's when they come in. It looks like a house, as it was, and it was converted into a restaurant. There's nooks and crannies for you to have an intimate date night. There is space for you to have a group. We have live music every Wednesday and Sunday. We have trivia every Monday evening. It's a very comfortable space. Our menu is a hodgepodge of different things. So we have snackable, shareable plates. We have burgers, sandwiches. You can customize your own pizza. There's something for everybody. My favorite thing on the menu is the Hallelujah fried chicken sandwich. The vinegar-based slaw is awesome. It's a simple sandwich that just ends up blowing your mind. We're really proud to serve 23 lines of craft beer. We were one of the first restaurants in the Bay Area to have Pliny the Elder from Russian River on draft permanently. We are happy to guide you if you don't know what kind of beer you're looking for. Malty, sweet, tart, and if you do, that's great. We'll get you ready. You'll notice that we have a standing bar where you're gonna bump elbows and mingle with the people you're around. And we really do that to embrace and encourage interaction with guests. You gonna have some food? Yeah. Awesome. I've been coming to Cato since I was a child. I've been coming for the 30 years that we've been open. I started working here in the kitchen 7 years ago, worked my way up to manager, and it's just the best place to work with the best people. None of us feel like we're working, honestly. It just feels like a place where we get to come hang out. We do get a lot of families in here, a lot of kids who we know by name, we watch them grow up, and they feel like Cato's is theirs. I think that's one of the most important things about Cato's, is it feels like it's everybody's space. It's my Cato's. To everybody, it's my Cato's.
So Jason, is this your go-to pub?
Yeah, pretty much.
And I'll take a Pliny.
Pliny?
Yeah.
It's just got a very cozy atmosphere that you feel instantly comfortable in. A lot of places that are pubs, they'll have, you know, a good selection of beer, and they have food. You know, but this place, they really focus on the food. And I really like the Retroburger. It's got bacon on it, crisp, thick bacon. The bun is just right. You know, it's not an overly fat brioche bun or something obtrusive. It's, you know, just enough to sort of carry the burger. They cook it perfectly every time if you ask for it medium rare. The fries that come with it are great. Yeah, it's kind of a perfect burger, you know.
You agree?
Oh, so I 100% agree with everything. I think the only thing I can add to it is it's the kind of burger that you want to reach for so many napkins because it's so messy, but just like the best way possible.
Yeah.
And I was just like grabbing the napkins, and I felt like there's so much joy just eating it.
Right.
It was very substantial. Like I couldn't finish it. But I
It was
wanted
a 20 napkiner.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Yes, yes. And they had this Chosic Porter, a local Oakland brewery called Doka beer. And I was so excited to try it because I hadn't seen it anywhere else, and it was a really great way to start off the meal.
So they have a huge drink menu. I'm a cider girl myself, so I tried this like blue cosmic cider, very citrus forward. It had a great taste to it and a great color as well. I think it brought a little fun to the night. And one of the standout dishes for me was the mac and cheese. I love a mac and cheese. I actually make a great mac and cheese, just a small plug. So this mac and cheese was...
So you judge harshly.
I judge harshly. I know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
This mac and cheese was very creamy, and it had some breadcrumbs on top that were, you know, just a good juxtaposition to the creamy and the crunchy. I think it had a great flavor as well, very well seasoned, so it kind of gave it this like homey feel. Did anybody go on Wednesday night?
No.
No, we did
They
not.
have live music on Wednesdays.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I heard
So
about that.
it was very nice because you're just enjoying kind of this live band, and you're just like, hey, this is the vibe. I'm enjoying the music. I'm enjoying the conversation. The drinks are flowing. The mac and cheese is creamy. I really like
Life
the
is
pub
good.
feel. Life is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
Any
I've
other
got-
dishes you want to talk about?
I really like their banh mi, I think is great. They have a chicken banh mi and they also have a tofu banh mi. They're both lemongrass. And for a non-Vietnamese place, it's a pretty solid banh mi.
Oh.
Spicy, a little bit acidic. It's got the pickled veggies on it. I think it's great.
So my wife got the pastrami sandwich. Anytime she sees anywhere, she loves to try different pastrami sandwiches. The portion size was super generous. The bread was toasted beautifully, like you had the golden brown exterior. The meat was packed high. She was really happy that she got to try it, you know.
So I had the Hallelujah sandwich. It's a fried chicken sandwich with a spicy coleslaw and a lemon aioli, and it's very messy, just like the burger, but equally delicious. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I've got a pepperoni pizza here.
My partner had the pizza, so there was like mushroom sausage on the pizza, and he did not have any complaints either.
Did you have anything else to drink?
I had the Irish red ale, just balanced, you know, not too bitter. Yeah, nice beer.
No room for dessert.
No, the beer was the dessert.
The beer was a dessert.
Oh, I just get beer.
Yeah, the beer was my dessert.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take another one.
Who has room? You know?
And did you feel like this was an affordable place?
Oh, absolutely. I think it was such a great neighborhood spot to go to.
We actually went there and we bumped into a friend of ours who lives in Oakland, and they were watching the Celtics game. So that's a good opportunity as well. If you're a huge sports fan, that's another element of community. There's no seats at the bar, but there are people yelling for their team to win.
Would you go back again?
Oh, absolutely. I would go back again, 100%.
Yeah.
All right, if you would like to try Cato's Ale House, it's located on Piedmont Avenue in Oakland, and the average tab per person without drinks is around $25. Imani feels transported to Japan every time she steps into her favorite sushi bar. Featuring fish flown in daily, including a melt-on-your-tongue toro, it's no wonder it's become her date night destination. Located in Berkeley, it's Kiku Sushi.
Kiku Sushi is bringing two worlds together in one place, vegetarian and a fish, at the same time and same place, and make them happy. We are immigrants from Mongolia. We worked in Japanese restaurant at the beginning.
After I went to the school, I teach my sister how to make a sushi.
And then we decided to open the sushi restaurant.
I like working in the sushi bar. I want to see people happy when they get the fishes. They want to watch me.
This is the fireman roll. So this has avocado on the bottom with the eggplant, a little bit torch.
Good quality fish comes from all over the world.
Vegetables is endless of vegetables we can use. On the menu, there is so many different things I love to eat. Obviously, sesame, homemade black cod, marinated, so good.
Rice is the most important.
We use short grain sushi rice imported from Japan. We do have a special secret of making the sushi vinegars. The sushi rice mixing is a very important part of it. When you're mixing the rice, you don't want to chop in through it, so that's the reason the chef is mixing so that it doesn't break the rice. Don't be surprised every time you come. Depending on the season, we make a different kind of vegetarian dishes. One of my favorites is the seaweed salad. We use 6 different kinds of seaweed with the homemade sauce, which is very good. Making a sushi, it is kind of art. Everybody have a different style, different imaginations to make the plate look amazing. I'm glad I learned it. I'm the one of the women chefs in the Bay Area. I'm very proud of it.
Wow.
People after leave my restaurants, we would like to know them to be fully satisfied. They will remember what delicious food they had.
Okay, so this is a date night destination place?
Yes, for sure. It's a very small, very intimate restaurant. There's wood paneling on the walls and on the ceiling. The lights are kind of integrated within that wood paneling. It feels very cozy. I started with the seaweed salad. It's a beautiful like array of colors. You have some red, some burgundy, some green, of course, and it's topped with sesame seeds. It's a little bland, I would say, and how I spice it up is adding a little soy sauce, and that just perks it right up.
Okay.
It's just a perfect starter, kind of awakens your palate and gets you ready for the sushi. My go-to dish is the nigiri toro. I really like a fatty tuna.
Yeah.
It is just very buttery, very soft, melts in your mouth, topped with scallions, and it's just absolutely to die for.
Their fish was very fresh. I tried to get the nigiri toro. They were out of it, sadly. But I did get a salmon nigiri that was great, although they seared the salmon, which was really good. I normally prefer it raw, but I enjoyed it. It was great. It was very fatty.
Yeah, it's salmon with salmon roe on top, and it's, again, buttery, melts in your mouth.
And their nigiri are large, too. You get a big piece of fish.
Yeah.
I had the escolar nigiri, which was amazing. The flavor of the fish was just so complex and fresh and perfect. And they put a little green onion on top.
Yeah.
My wife and I, we went for lunch. So what was really nice was that they had these different sets that you can pick from. So my wife got the sashimi lunch set. And there we could customize. If you didn't want one fish, you could sub one out. So she had decided to get the true toro. She's a big fan of fatty tuna. So everything that she got was really amazing. You could taste the quality. So for myself, I actually decided to go a different direction. I did their nigiri vegetarian set. And so each nigiri was a different type of vegetable. And it was really amazing how they were able to nuance flavors out of those vegetables. Like there was the eggplant that was really amazing. That was just something really cool.
That's right.
I tried the Kiku roll, and the Kiku roll was sensational. No wonder it's their namesake, because it had yam. It was very crunchy, very savory, deep fried as well, so it fills you up. And it's just phenomenal.
Yeah, I had also off the vegetarian menu the fireman's roll, which was, I thought, great. It had a spicy sauce, and the eggplant was charred and smoky. The overall flavor was just this strong smoke profile. Not like a sushi roll I've had anywhere before. It was tasty. Their vegetarian options were great. They had a crispy rice with sweet potato puree that was fantastic.
We've also had the crispy rice with sweet potato, and it was delicious. Very crunchy, kind of gets stuck in your teeth a little bit, take your time, but very savory.
How was it?
I ordered the crispy rice with avocado, and I think I prefer the sweet potato, just because of the sweetness, the juxtaposition of the savory rice and the sweet potato.
That's really good.
It just kind of has a nice savory flavor in your mouth. And for dessert, I had the strawberry mochi. The mochi is a kind of gummy texture, and then inside is strawberry ice cream. And it was just a nice, something sweet, something brief to have right after your dinner. I very much enjoyed it.
And do you get anything to drink?
I usually get sake. This one was kind of milky, very good creamy texture to it. And one of my favorite things about Kiku is that when you choose to order sake, you can choose your glass. So they come to you and they give you like a series of like ornate glasses. And it's just kind of this customization, like this choice that you didn't know that you needed, but it was nice to have.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I also had sake. I didn't get to choose my glass, but the glass they had, I know.
You weren't on date night.
I guess not. Yeah, you know. But they did have these cool glasses that had a sort of thing in it that they could put ice in so it kept it cold, but without it being in the sake, and they were pretty. But I could see that they had a lot of glasses around, so I guess, you know, one could choose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's bring that up next time.
Yeah.
You have to go together.
Totally.
Yeah. The service is also very cozy, very like community oriented. I feel like the service was just checking in on you, making sure that you have everything and not overwhelming you with too many roles at once.
Did you feel that about service?
Oh, absolutely. You know, they're very attentive. They, you know, ask questions like, what were you interested in? They try to work with you, like with my wife with the customization. I just thought they really wanted you to feel at home in their restaurant. And, you know, I think it goes a long way.
And sushi typically is a pricier meal, isn't it?
Yeah, usually. They were pretty reasonable, I thought.
This is very accessible. Yeah. And I think that aspect of like the vegetarian menu as well kind of contributes to that accessibility, but it is not like crazy price range, I would say.
But, you know, I definitely want to go back for date night and try the sake. That sounds like a really great time.
Highly recommend.
All right, if you would like to try Kiku Sushi, it's located on Gilman Street in Berkeley, and the average tab per person without drinks is around $35. Looking for more Bay Area bites you've just got to try? Check out Cecilia Tries It online at kqed.org/check, please. I have to thank my great guests on this week's show. Jason Stein, who raves about the Retroburger at Cato's Ale House in Oakland. Eddie Ng, who has no problem sharing the mouth-watering morsels at Ethel's Fancy in Palo Alto. And Imani Isles, who loves sipping sake at Kiku Sushi in Berkeley. Join us next time when 3 more guests will recommend their favorite spots right here on Check Please Bay Area. I'm Leslie Sbrocco, and I'll see you then. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
I was reaching for your glass here. Cheers.
Check Please Bay Area is made possible by the members of KQED and by serving the entire Bay Area since 1968. Water Heaters Only specializes in water heater repair and replacement. Learn more at waterheatersonly.com. The Bay Area airport that's close and reliable. iFlyOAK.com. Graham's Port has been family-owned and operated for over 200 years. Available at vintageandfinewines.com or your local fine wine retailer.
One of the dishes that we're most proud of is probably the milk bread. It started just from a regular Japanese milk bread, but we've added some twist to it. We use Rouge de Bordeaux flour that adds a delicious nuttiness and whole grain flavor to the bread. It also retains that nice fluffy texture. We paired with a cultured butter that's infused with hamazaki, which is a Japanese rice drink. It comes out to the table nice and hot. The butter melts beautifully on it, and it flies out the door. We sell out almost every night.